Welcome back to the Grand Slam channel. Got an early video covering its NFL slate for Saturday, January 18. We got two solid games. We got the Chiefs versus the Texans. Then we got the Commanders versus the Lions. Money line if you're taking, I am taking the Chiefs and the Lions to advance into the championship round. Should be competitive games, but I do have the Chiefs advancing due to track Patrick Mahomes. He is my first play of the day. He should have a solid game as usually does in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes, I do like two props for him. Passing yards would be his first. Second would be his fantasy score, which is at an even 20 right now. It's going to get bumped to 20.5 if not to 21. But I do like his fantasy score at 20, and those are my two favorite props. Right now in DG Fantasy, the popular play for that is for Patrick Mahomes is rushing attempts to go under. I'm going to fade that. He is at 4.5. I'm going to fade it. I'm going to stick to his passing yards or his fantasy score, one of these two. Second prop I'm going to be going with is Xavier Worthy. It's a hot hand for Mahomes. Usually Kelsey. I do have Kelsey on a separate list, but for this video, I am not including Kelsey. He is a popular play. His props are going to be being bumped up and down. But for Xavier Worthy, I do like his receptions. It's a sneaky play. He is at 5. You got push equity. He's been averaging 7 receptions for the past 7 games. As you can see, his past 5 he's gone over. With past 7 games, he's cleared this line. Going against the Texans last time out, which was a couple weeks ago, he had a solid 7. I have him getting 6 in this one. I think Kelsey should be double coverage, so I think it's going to open opportunities for Worthy, maybe for DeAndre Hopkins as well. But I have Worthy going over his receptions, and another good prop for him is his receiving yards at 52.5. Next prop is De'Ami Brown. And for him, I do like his receptions at 2. DG Fantasy has him going over at a 53% hit rate as well. It's a sneaky target for Jaden Daniels. He's going to need it. I think, obviously, you want to look at Zach Ertz or Terry McLaurin. But De'Ami Brown should be a sneaky play. For at 3 receptions, you got push equity. I have him projected to get 4. Especially against the Lions, you're going to have to pass. Brown's going to be one of those receivers. I think the Lions are going to have the lead, so I think Jaden Daniels is going to be playing from behind, which is a big reason why I'm not taking Jaden Daniels for this one. I really want to take him. He is a dynamic quarterback. He's going to be in the playoffs future seasons, but I think his luck is going to run out against the Lions. The Lions are just built to win it this year. I have them getting into the Super Bowl, but for Jaden Daniels, I think he's going to have a decent game, but I don't think he's going to have that dynamic game he had his previous round against the Buccaneers, which a lot of people expected the Buccaneers to advance. But he had a solid game, good solid debut in the playoffs. But against the Lions, I think he's going to see a different tier of competition. So for Jaden Daniels, I am avoiding him, which is a big reason why I'll be targeting De'Ami Brown and Brian Robinson as well. Brian Robertson, I do like his rushing yards. Receiving yards, if you want to take his rushing receiving yards at 44.5, it's solid. But I do like his receiving targets at 2. I have him going over his receptions at 1.5, so you can take that and clear that line. But for receiving targets, he's been averaging 4. Past 10 games, he's been averaging about 3 or 4. To have it at 2, I think this is going to get bumped at 2.5 if not taken off the board. Like I mentioned, he's going to have to pass the ball, so I have Brian Robinson going over on his receiving targets. And those are just 2 sneaky plays from the Commanders. Probably the only 2 plays I'll be taking from them are these 2. And my favorite one on the board is probably going to be my play of the day. But a lot of people are going to be off of it just for the fact that he is coming off injury. And that is Montgomery. Obviously, I will have Gibbs. I'm not sure what I'm going to take him yet. David Montgomery is coming back. They say he's 100%. He shouldn't be limited. But I think Montgomery's going to have a big game, which is why I'm just going to have Gibbs on one of my slips. But for David Montgomery, pretty much I like everything. His lines are all juiced, are low. DG actually has him, half of his lines have him going over at a 54% hit rate. But for David Montgomery, he's going to be my play of the day. So for him, I like what I'm going to be taking will be his receiving yards. And why would I be taking receiving yards if he's a running back? Because he's been averaging 40 yards as a running back, even with Jamar Gibbs in the lineup. And for his receiving yards to be this low at 13.5, hard to pass up. All he needs maybe 1 or 2 receptions. He can easily clear this line. If he's 100%, if he's not limited, he should easily go over this line. 13.5, definitely take it. But if you want to play conservative, take his rushing receiving yards at 63.5. I'm going to be heavily exposed on David Montgomery. I am taking that risk, but at the end of the day, it is gambling. Receiving yards, I'm taking it. Rushing receiving yards, I'm taking it. Fantasy score at 13. This is probably the lowest I've ever seen him. I'm taking it. I'm making cash this on first half. I know Gibbs is there, but I think Montgomery should have a good, solid game. Obviously, Gibbs is going to do his usual thing, 100 yards, do his thing. But David Montgomery, hard to pass up. So I'll be taking receiving yards, fantasy. Everything's pretty much in play. If you want to play it safe, take the gobbies. But Montgomery's definitely going to be on my slip. And that rounds up my top picks. As far as the Texans, the only one I like from the Texans is C.J. Stroud over passing yards. But other than that, I do have the Chiefs winning that game. Other than that, please like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate the support. I'll try to have an NBA video out later as well. But if you follow me on our Flex Friday, we hit our 2x. Unfortunately, Nikola Jokic got bumped at the last minute at 22.5. He hooked by a 0.5. That's where the bumps are crucial to get him before. So if he would have not got the bump, we would have cashed easily a 10x. We would have got 5 of 5 with one push. And we would have easily cashed out. But we'll take the double up. It was a free play. Protect it. We'll take it. We'll take the double up and move on to today. So hopefully we can cash out on NFL. So mix and match. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate the support. And enjoy your weekend. See you guys in the next one.